Hello, my name's Troy, and welcome to Hampton Ridge Magic's 25 magic tricks with the cups and balls. Now, to start things off here, I can show you a bit of magic here with three of them. We have a yellow one, a blue one, and a red one. Now, also what we need for this magic trick here is we need a little bit of this. You know what this is? It's a little something special here. It's a little bit of magic. Now, always just put it over the cups, give a little snap, and like magic, look. Now we have 1, 2, 3 balls and 3 cups. Now watch the ball here in the center. I'm going to show you a little solid to solid. I can actually give it a little push, and look, the ball actually penetrates right through the cup. Look, we'll do that again with the red cup. We'll place the ball right in the center. Just a little push, and like magic, it too penetrates right through the cup. One more time. Why? Because we can. Here goes the third one. Just a little push, and like magic, it too penetrates right through the cup. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Now, here's something else that you could do with the 3 cups. Watch this ball. We're going to take it, place it right here in the pocket. We'll take the second ball, we'll place it right over here inside the pocket. And then the third ball, we'll place right over here in this pocket. Now if we give a little snap, look, there's the first ball. The second ball reappears. And a third snap, and look, the third ball reappears. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. You see this ball? Well, I was using an extra one. Well, I wasn't using actually that one, but I was using these 3 right here. Here's something else you can do with the 3 cups is, well, we'll show them all 3 empty here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the first ball, put it underneath the red cup, the second ball underneath the yellow cup, and then the third ball underneath the blue cup. A little snap, and look, the red and the blue balls disappear and then reappear in the center. Okay, now here's the explanation for the cups and balls. What we have here is we have 3 cups, the 3 large loaves, and the 4 balls that we're going to use throughout the routine. Basically, it's based on a one-ahead principle. There's 1 extra ball used during the whole routine. Now, what we're going to do with the large loads is we're going to take 2 of them and place them right here into my left pocket. We'll take 1 and we'll place it right here into my right pocket. Okay? Now we're going to place 1 ball into 1 cup, a second ball into a second cup, and we'll stack those into each other. Now, when you're doing a routine, spectators aren't supposed to know that those are in there, and we'll get to that. And then you take the empty one and you place it inside the other 2. Now, we take this ball, it goes right into the right pants pocket. This one stays in your finger palm. Okay? You're going to come out like this. You're going to show all 3 cups are empty. Actually, they're only seeing that the cup on top is empty. This is held right here in kind of a grip like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the yellow cup at the bottom and we're going to tilt it down towards the table. It's probably the hardest part of the routine here. The second one goes down to the table. Those are your 2 loads now. And then the third one, you can put into your right hand. And as you put it into your right hand here, you're going to tilt your hand down a little bit. And what's going to happen here is this ball is going to slide right into the cup. Okay? So this is what it's going to look like. It slides right into the cup. And it too goes right on top of the cups. Now you're loaded. You got your secret loads inside the cups. Now we take the hands, we go to our pants pockets, talk about getting something magical. You bring it out, you show your left hand empty, and your right hand is finger palm the ball out of your right pants pocket. You toss that under the cups. You do your little snap or your little wand waving or whatever. You lift this cup off. As you place this cup down, you place your right hand over the cup, and you leave the ball behind. You lift the left one up, and then you take your right hand, you move over to the left. There's ball number 1, ball number 2, and ball number 3. Okay, now we just made the 3 balls appear. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to take the 2 outside balls, place them forward. Now we're going to do the little solid through solid bit. Now what's supposed to happen here is this ball is supposed to look like it penetrates right through the cup. Now we're 1 ahead right here from before. Take the cup in your right hand, you place it on top. Take the cup in your left hand, you place it on top. Give a little push, and it penetrates right through the cup. Now we're going to do that again. There goes the red cup. Now there's the load. It goes on top. We take this, we place it on top of the center. A little push, and the second ball penetrates. Once again. The extra ball's in there already. Now the third ball. A little push, and look, all 3 balls penetrated right through the cup. Now pick them up in your left hand, place them to the forward here, spread out. Now we're going to lay them down here a little bit different. Take the bottom cup, it goes to the left. This is the cup with the extra ball. It goes to the right. Now the empty cup goes right here in the center. Take the balls, place them on top of the cups. Now we're going to do a little reappearance of the balls, and we're going to load the large ones. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this ball, place it right in the pocket. Actually, we're going to retain it right here in your finger palm, your right finger palm. So just put it right there in your finger palm. Come out, pick up the cup, toss this ball into your left hand. Now as you do that, you let this roll again like we showed you before. Toss that into the right hand, it goes in. Same thing, you finger palm the ball. Toss that, load the ball into the cup. Now this ball is going to go into the left pocket. You give a little snap. You steal the large load. Come out, kind of keep your hand tilted like that. Now the balls are going to reappear. All we did was load them right back under there. Look, there's ball number one. Bring the cup right up to your hand like this. Okay, so it's going to look like this from behind. And it slides right in. Lay it down like this. Don't cause no or bring no attention to the cup. This ball goes right in your right pocket. You steal that ball. Lift this cup. The second ball's reappeared. This rolls right in. Same thing. The left hand goes into the left pocket. It steals the third and final load as you lift your right hand. And there's the third ball, which traveled back to the cup. Take this, put it in your pocket. You can make a comment saying, which cup would you like me to make that ball appear? And then you say, well, wait a minute. To be honest, I was using an extra ball. Not one, but I see I was using three. And then when you do that, you just lift up the cups, and then there's your three balls for your production. Here's something else you can do with the three cups and the three balls. Look, we have a yellow cup, a blue cup, and a red cup. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make each one of these balls travel around underneath the cups. Let me show you what I mean. Watch, we'll take the first ball, it goes underneath the yellow cup. The second ball goes underneath the blue cup. And then the third ball goes underneath the red cup. Now, this is the fun part. You just give a little snap and something magical happens. You see the two balls on the outside vanish and reappear in the center with the third one. And there you go. This next little sequence is based on the one-ahead principle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the ball, place it into the center cup, take the cup on the right, place it into the center cup, and then those two go into the cup to the left here. Okay? Now, this is something you want to do like during one of your routines. Just remember where the ball's at. Now we're going to do the little lay down once again. There's the first cup, the second cup, and the third cup. Now you talk about you're going to make the balls travel. Okay, now remember, we're one ahead here. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to fake placing that ball underneath the cup. All we're going to do is take our thumb and slide it back. Okay? It's real simple. That's all you got to remember. Your thumb's pulling it back as you pretend to place it underneath the cup. So it would look like this. You can do the same thing as if you were to do a vanish. You just pull it back. Okay, so we fake, and we pick the ball up here. We place the two together. Now we actually place those two underneath the cup with that one. We do the fake transfer again. Now give a little snap. Talk about the two balls vanishing on the outside. You lift those up. When you lay them back down, you're going to let that ball roll right into the cup. Come to the center cup, give a little shake maybe. And there you go. There's the three balls. Here's something you can do with the three cups. Look, I'm going to show that all three are empty. Look, there's cup number one, cup number two, and cup number three. Now this is the best part. We give a little snap and something magical happens once again. You see, now we have three balls. There's one, there's two, and there's three. Hi, here's a nice little production that you can do right at the beginning of your routine. Take three of the balls, place them right here into the center cup. Place one cup inside of that with the three balls. Then you're going to take this ball, place it into the center cup here, and then the empty one goes in top. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go from left to right. We're going to show that they're empty. Look. That's all you got to do. Take the bottom cup, place it right down to the table. There's cup number 1. This cup goes right on top. Cup number 2 and cup number 3. Now they thought they've seen all 3 cups empty. Give a little snap. Just tilt it back, and there's your production of 1, 2, 3 balls. Hi, there's something else I'd like to show you with the 3 balls. You know what? I seem to have misplaced them. Oh, don't worry about that though, but I brought something else along. This is what we call a bagless purse. I bought one of these at my local magic shop. This thing's great. You can actually hear something in here. There's really nothing in there, but, oh, wait a minute, here we go, look. There's 1, there's 2. Yep, there we go, there's 3. So now we have 3 balls to do the cups and balls. Here's one more little production that you can do. Just go to your magic shop or magic dealer. You can pick up one of these little purse frames for a few dollars. And of course, the 3 balls from the cups and balls. Now what we're going to do is with these 3 is we're going to take them, we're going to place them right here into our left jacket pocket. And then we're going to take the purse and place it into my right jacket pocket. You come out, say, let's show you a little bit of magic here with 3, kind of pause, hesitate, kind of go in your pockets as you're searching. And when you do that, you're going to finger palm these 3 balls. You should be able to finger palm because they're kind of small and they're soft, so you'll be able to pinch them. You do that, you bring out the purse, place this hand right down at the table, comment on the purse, give it a little shake, open it up. Now you're going to reach inside. When you reach inside, you're going to push these 3 fingers in, and you're going to show that it's empty. Actually, what's happening here is the 3 fingers are hiding the balls. You take the fingers out, you reach in. There's ball number 1. There's ball number 2. You close it, you shake it. Oh, wait a minute, there's one other one in there. Take it, open it, reach inside, and then there's the 3rd ball. So there's a nice little production. Here's a nice little stunt or gag you can do during your cups and balls routine. You can show 2 solid cups. Now watch this cup right on top here. I can actually give a little toss, and it goes right through the other one. Look, I'll do it again here for you. See, it goes right through. Now some people think there's a hole in the cup. Well, there might be, but oops, well, maybe not. Here's a little the party stunt stuff that you saw. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little solid through solid. Okay? This is something you want to do on an offbeat moment. You don't want to call a lot of attention to it. Just like you produce the balls, you come over, look, they're solid cups. Well, maybe not. It's real simple. Take your middle finger and your thumb, grab one of the cups, grab the other one with your left hand. Then when you drop the one in the left hand, as it hits the one in the right, just let go and pinch with your index and your thumb. So it's going to look something like that. Okay? So there's a nice little solid through solid. And then we could drop the 2 cups. You could comment about maybe there's a hole inside the cup. It depends on you. We're going to do the wand through the cups. Now when I hit the cup once, twice, on the 3rd time it goes right behind the cups. Now I'm going to keep your index finger out. It's going to kind of help give the illusion like the wand's going through the cup. You see the index finger go in, which kind of gives you the illusion. So this is what it looks like. 1, 2, oops. Hi, we're going to do a few vanishes here for you. This is what we call a French drop vanish. Take the ball, give a little squeeze, and it vanishes. Now how that's done is, we'll take the ball, we'll place it into the right hand, and what's going to happen is that ball's going to drop right into the finger palm here. So you're just kind of releasing a little bit. And you're kind of moving these fingers in a little bit to grab it. Okay, a good way to follow this would be to slow down your video machine on slow motion, rewind it, go over it a few times, practice in front of a mirror or in front of someone. You can also mimic actually taking the ball. Okay, so what happens here is your left thumb goes in, you close your fingers, it just drops right into the finger palm, tilt your left hand, and you give a little squeeze and it vanishes. Then you could reproduce it like from your elbow or something. So this is what it looks like. Just a little squeeze and it vanishes. You can also mimic actually taking it to kind of get the feel of the vanish. Just take it a few times. Maybe every other time you could make it vanish. Okay, that's what you call a French drop vanish. Now here's a nice little vanish. It's fairly easy. You're going to place it into the hand, another little squeeze, and it too vanishes. Now what happens here is we're just placing our thumb on top. The ball actually touches the left hand, and when we do that, we close our left hand, and it vanishes. You could also mimic actually placing it into the hand. Maybe every other time you could make it vanish. So a real simple vanish to do. And then there's what we call the curl palm vanish. You just curl your right fingers around the ball as you pretend to place it into the left hand. So you're here, close your hand, point, and there's the vanish. You can do the same thing maybe every other time. Make it vanish and actually place it into the hand. Now here's what we call a drop vanish. What's going to happen here, if we drop it into the hand, a little shake, and it vanishes. And what happens is we just drop the ball as we curl our fingers and catch it. So it's going to look like this. You got to mimic like you're actually catching the ball. Okay? So it just drops it right in, and then it vanishes. So it looks like this. Okay, here's what it looks like from the front. A little squeeze, and there's your vanish. So there's some real nice vanishes for you. Hi, we're going to do something a little bit different here. We're just going to use 2 cups. Okay, there's one, and there's number 2 here, which we'll place right over the little red ball here. This is pretty neat. Now watch, all I'm going to do is slide the cup a little bit forward, right there where you can see it. If I give a little snap, it vanishes. And it travels all the way over to here. Now look, I can do that again here. Look, we'll place it right here in the hand, give a little squeeze, and once again it vanishes and reappears right there. Here's the routine that we did using the sponge ball. Now what we do is we use an extra one. The sponge balls are also something you can get at your local magic shop or magic dealer. We use an extra one here. It goes into the cup. The empty one goes on top of that. There's the one. Now we're going to do the little down to the table placement there. Okay. Now what we're going to do is for one ahead. Now we're going to take this cup and put it underneath the ball. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to slide it. And when I slide it, what's going to happen here is that ball's going to come out from underneath it and right into your hand. Okay. So there's a little slide. So you put your hand down. You slide it forward a little bit. It goes right into your hand. As you can see. Pull your hand away. Snap your fingers. Show that it's vanished. Lift up the cup. And there it is. Now you can place the cups to the table here. What's going to happen here is we're going to let that sponge ball drop right into the cup like before. Okay, that's placed down. And then you do a nice little vanish here. Okay. And then it reappears over here. Now this is real simple. It's basically that thumb vanish. Put your thumb right on top, place it into your left hand, close your left hand, give a little squeeze, and there's a vanish. Okay? So it's going to look like this. A little squeeze, it's gone, and it reappears over here. Hi, here's a nice little sequence that you can do in one of your cup and ball routines. You have 1, you have 2, 3 empty cups. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the 3 balls also. We're going to cover the 3 balls with the 1 cup. A little snap, and look, one of the balls actually vanishes and reappears over here. Now look, we're going to do that again here for you. Look, we'll just cover these 2 once again. A little snap. And look, the second ball travels from here to here. But I tell you what, we're going to take the 3rd cup here. We won't even use that. Now watch the 3rd ball. This is great. A little squeeze. And like magic, it vanishes and travels all the way over to here. So there's a nice little sequence that you can do in one of your cup and ball routines. Here's the one little travel sequence that we did. What we're going to do is we're going to take one of the balls, it goes into the center cup, right cup goes into that, and then both of those go into the 3rd cup over here to the left. Now we're going to line these balls up like this. Okay. Now we're going to do the little tilt down to the table here. That's held in the left hand. Your right hand grabs it, tilts it down to the table. This is the one with the ball that goes here. Okay, so there's your extra load. Now, it's going to be a little bit different here. What we're going to do is we're going to steal that first ball as we slide the cup over the balls. And how you do that is is you grip the cup with your index and your second finger. Okay? Now you're going to steal the ball with your third finger and your little finger. You're going to place it right over and grip it like that. So it's going to look like this. Okay? So you grip it, just curl it in, and slide the cup right over those two. It's real simple. Okay, so it looks like this. Just grip it, slide it. That's an exposed view there for you. Make a comment, snap your fingers, lift it up with your left hand, the ball's vanished, and travel over to here. Now, as you bring your left hand over and point at the ball, that gives you a little misdirection for that ball to slide into the cup. Like I taught you before. That goes right on top. Lay the balls out again. Here we go. Slide it right over. Give a little snap, and it vanishes. We're doing the same thing once again. Grip it with your third and your pinky. Slide it over. Snap. There's the vanish. Come over. Lift up. And there's the production of the second ball, the travel. Cup goes on top. Now, we're not even going to use the cup. You make a comment, you place it off to the side. Now you're going to do the French drop vanish, or whatever vanish you feel comfortable with. We take the ball, give a little squeeze, it vanishes. You lift up the cup, and then there's the three balls. So you have a nice little sequence in your routine there. Here's some color changes that you could do throughout your routine. We're just going to use one cup for right now. You could show that there's nothing underneath the cup. And what we're going to do is we're going to place the red ball underneath that cup. You take the ball, you place it under there, little snap, and it changes to yellow. Now, what we're doing here is basically what I showed you before. We're doing that French drop. But actually what happens is that yellow ball is here in the finger palm, okay? Show the cup's empty. You're going to load it underneath. You just drop the ball and the cup to the table. Comment on the ball, give a little tap. Do your French drop again. Pretend like you place it underneath the cup. I'm just going to mimic that, okay? So it's going to look like this. A little snap, and there you have a nice little color change. You can use the cup, or if you want, you could come out with the yellow ball in your left hand, red ball in your right hand. Do the French drop, okay, like this. Give a little squeeze, and it changes colors. Okay, so this is what it looks like. A little squeeze, and there you have a nice little color change. Now also, here's a nice little vanish you can do with the wand. We'll take the ball, we'll place it into the hand. Just a little wave, and it vanishes. And reappears over here by the elbow. Now what we're doing here is when I turn my left hand down, I'm kind of working the ball back towards the back of my hand with my fingers. So it's going to look like this, okay? And we're doing that down here. Our hands down. Now it gives us enough room to put the wand through. We come over here with my right hand. I'm going to kind of open up like that and leave like a little well right here for the ball to drop into. As my right hand goes underneath the left hand. So it goes underneath. The ball drops. I keep going. Grab the tip of the wand. Tilt the hand around. Pull it through and wave. And it vanishes. So we'll do that at full speed here. Here we go. Push it through. Do the little well. Wave. And there's your vanish. So there's a couple little color changes and vanishes for you. Hampton Ridge Magic Creations would like to thank you for purchasing this video. Now Hampton Ridge Magic offers a complete line of videos. So please contact your local magic dealer or magic shop. Thank you and bye-bye.